She ate it. It's a bigger fish.
What's good, guys? Aquaholic Fishing here. I just wanted to let you guys know this time of year, early springtime, is one of my absolute favorite times to fish. It is the best time of year because this is the time of year you can potentially get your PB because the spawn is about to happen. You guys can get out there early pre-spawn, spawn, and post-spawn and catch some very, very large bass, male and or female.
She ate it. It's a bigger fish. She choked that Helgamite. Big old girl, probably 2.5, 3 pounds. Beautiful, beautiful fish. Let's get her back in.
The first step to catching one of these big old beautiful spawning bass is locating their spawning areas. They're going to pick an area that protects the bass, the eggs, and the nest throughout the spawning process. They're usually going to be in shallow water that has a hard bottom, and it is going to allow for sunlight penetration to get to those eggs. Make sure you guys are simplifying your lure selection. Do not overthink it. I like to use a slow and steady process. A lot of times a weightless trick worm, a creature bait, a shaky head, a bug, something like that. Give yourself plenty of options, guys. Do not overthink it. The early pre-spawn, the spawn, and the post-spawn could all be at different times, but it's usually when it's above 60 degrees in that water column.
Did he grab it? He grabbed it. Small guy? Not bad. Not bad at all. Pound-and-a-half. Trick worms, man. If you guys don't use the trick worm, you're probably not getting bit as often as you should be. Look at that beautiful guy. He got a little mark up there. Maybe when he was younger, he was farting around with the wrong folks, but look at that big old belly on him. Look at that big old belly. Gorgeous. Almost like they're turning into little footballs, guys. Beautiful fish. Look at that beautiful guy. Thank you so much, sir. Appreciate that bite. Bunch of baby bass through here. I think there'll be another bass hanging out in the area chasing these baby bass. Let's see. Tons of baby bass through here. Yep, there's one right there. There's one. Got him. I knew there wasn't just baby bass laying in here and no big ones scouting them. One pounder, still a beautiful bass. Down here chasing all these darn minnows. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that bite. Want to go fish down that way, but I can't because there's so many campers living down through there. You got to pick and choose your spots through here pretty carefully. There's just so many people camping. I don't know what they pay for these spaces down through here. I don't know if they're free or if it's like an RV resort. They got to come down and pay to stay. Sure does screw it up for the bank fishermen, I know that much. Got a taker right there. I know he's gonna eat it. He ate it. I missed him. Let's throw this little Helgamite right here on a Ned rig. See if by chance we can get a bass before we end up snagging on some sort of crazy madness underneath the water column here. You always got a 50-50 chance out here. You're gonna get a snag from some trash or some other crap, or you're gonna get a bass bite. Got the Nico Helgamite putting in work out there. Let's see what it does. There's one. That's a bigger fish. I almost pulled it out of my hand. It's about 1.5 pounds. Not a bad looking bass, guys. Chunky, chunky belly. Thank you so much, sir. Appreciate that bite. Helgamite paying off, putting in work. Thank you, buddy. There's one. A little 1.5 pounds, guys. Not real big, but he's a beautiful bass nevertheless. Look at this shit. It's absolutely disgusting, man. Wildlife out here trying to live. Kids over there across the way trying to fish. And this is what they've got to deal with at their own waterways. San Antonio, man, we got to be better.
Also realize that in your local area, the early pre-spawn, the pre-spawn, the spawn, and the post-spawn could all be at different times, but it's usually when it's above 60 degrees in that water column. That's when those bass are going to get up on those beds.
There's one. He came up and smacked that shaky head pretty hard. Got to work these baits just right in order to get him to bite. He's about 1.5 pounds. Real beautiful, lively bass. He didn't get to run much or do much. I just horsed him in once I got him on that shaky head.